Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, a mission to clean up the country, has been kicked off with full enthusiasm, with massive participation. And to talk about it on behalf of the Union Government, we have Urban Development Minister Venkaiah Naidu with us. Thank you, sir, for joining us. If I could ask you, how did this really begin? How was it conceived? Whose brainchild was it? Because it is a mission that is really needed in this country.
This is an idea of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. One of the cabinet meetings, he exchanged idea with all of us and told us, and he quoted the speech of Mahatma Gandhi of 1916 when he visited Benares Hindu University and spoke very strongly about the need for cleanliness in India in the context of the present situation at the time. But it's really unfortunate, even if after 100 years also, still we have to take up a campaign like this. PM is very keen that we should give top priority to this because Swachh Bharat means Swastha Bharat.
Yes.
Clean India means a healthy India. So we are taking up this on a massive scale and we are trying to involve each and every one into this. There is no politics behind this because we want to convert this at the end of the day into a people's movement. We are taking all the stakeholders on board. We have talked to chief ministers, we have talked to governors, we have talked to various administrators, and then we have addressed letters to collectors. Then I addressed a letter to 4,031 municipal chairmen and mayors. We have contacted religious gurus, spiritual gurus. Most of them are willing to join this campaign of different communities and religious sects also. And then we are requesting Lions Club and Rotary Club. They are also positively responding. Then we are contacting film personalities, sports personalities, icons in different walks of life. They are all forthcoming without any hesitation, without reservation, because everybody feels India, the way India is now moving forward and India is being recognized worldwide, this sanitation is an important aspect. We have a huge population and vast area, so we have to take it up as a people's movement. That's why the Prime Minister is driving it. And then I am taking more interest because the cleanliness is more required in urban areas. Certainly. Though there is a problem of open defecation in rural areas, but still comparatively the pollution is comparatively less there. The problem is acute in urban areas. On one side, government has come out with a Swachh Bharat mission with a 62,000 crores total allocation for this over 5 years. And some money will come from center, some from the state, and some from the corporate social responsibility, CSR funds. And then Prime Minister created a Swachh Bharat Kosh. From that also we dotate some money for this thing. First, we will be focusing on individual toilets. Okay. Second, we will be focusing on community toilets. Then common toilets at common places like bus stands and other places. And side by side, we will be involving the voluntary organizations without whose cooperation this will not be successful. Right. Creation of toilets or construction of buildings is fine, but how to maintain it? Yes. So you need panchayats to come forward, you need urban local body to come forward, you need NGOs to come forward, you need corporate sector to come forward to take care of the toilets nearby those areas. Yes. So we have the experience of Sulabh International, we have done a good work in this field. So we are trying to rope in various stakeholders and convert into a long-term campaign 2014 October 2nd to 2019, which is the 150th birth year of Mahatma Gandhi.
Well, clearly you've conceived it in a mission mode. You've put serious thought to it. You're putting serious money in it. But cleanliness is something that perhaps requires a mindset change as well.
It all depends on, the public discussion and will have impact. If the radio, if the TV, if the media, if the cine icons or the sports icons and the important respected politicians, if everybody gets into this and start talking about it and they themselves involve in this program, it will definitely have impact on the minds of the ordinary people. The other day, when Bill Gates came and met me, he raised the same issue. So it's a question of changing the mindset. Mere construction of toilets alone will not solve the problem. I am sure by the active cooperation of all, one and all, there will be change of mindset. On many issues we have seen, people are changing their mindset. So similarly, this also, when you explain to them in detail, when you make them available also, the needed facilities, definitely people will switch over. This is my confidence. That's why we connect it with the Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is widely respected in this country, universally accepted icon for this country, symbol. So, and he said cleanliness is godliness. He said sanitation is more important than political freedom. Extensively we are quoting this too. In my letters to all the people, even the religious gurus, spiritual gurus, and the two municipal chairmen, all the 745 MPs also are taking part in our campaign today and then hereafter. Railway, Indian Railway has taken up a massive program. They have invited all the MPs to come to railway station and take part in the campaign. All my minister colleagues are going to be there in respect to, they are there already in respect to state capitals or in their constituencies and all. So it is going to pick up as a mass movement, and I am hopeful it will sustain with the cooperation of one and all.
Well, certainly you did say that there is no politics in this. Are you hopeful that the response that you've seen on the first day, which has been universal regardless of whichever dispensation is in power in whichever state, this will sustain?
This should continue. It should sustain in the larger interest of the country. I have written to all political parties also. So some people may criticize, okay, let the criticism be there. I want the media to play an important role from tomorrow onwards and keep a watch what is the promise made and what is happening. So it will, transparency will bring accountability in the system. Certainly. One. And secondly, some people apprehend that it may be only a photo opportunity. Yes, okay. But my point is, that's why the Prime Minister said it should become a part of your life. 2 hours a week and 100 hours a year. Please spare yourself for this cleanliness campaign. Cleaning what? First your home, then your neighborhood, then your offices. This is simple. And then he has also given a program to the students and younger community, asking them to go to the nearby statue of a national leader, clean that statue, so that the children will understand who is this man. What is the background of Sardar Patel, Subhash Chandra Bose, Nehru?
Because in urban areas, cleanliness is a big issue in terms of even garbage disposal, sanitation, sewage. Are you thinking of linking that in the long term?
The Swachh Bharat mission includes solid waste management. It's a big challenge before us. Here, correcting this garbage is one thing. And then how do you dispose it?
For so many years, we've been given advice, separate your wet garbage and your dry garbage. But very few people seem to do it.
It has not happened effectively because there was no continuous thrust. So we are going to give thrust on that. One is separating it and then transporting and then disposal. For that also new methods have come, and we have learned from experience of different countries to convert it to energy, to convert it into other this thing. So we are focusing on that also. But things cannot happen overnight. People must have patience. And all of us should put our efforts.
Right now, this mission has been conceived as a voluntary one, that people should do it by themselves. There are countries where littering has been made a punishable, punitive offence. Is there something that can be thought of in those directions as well?
I think it's high time we should also move in that direction. But first of all, educate the people, create awareness, provide facilities, then start acting. You don't provide toilet. And you don't want people to be...
And you need an enforcement mechanism. You go down that road.
See, I remember long back in my early days of politics, and I went to Singapore, the guide used to tell us in the bus, please don't throw out papers. I could not understand initially. They said if you throw out a paper, you will be fined $500. There will be mobile courts, mobile magistrates coming behind you. I was surprised.
So you're clearly saying that if people don't mend their ways, there will be that... There has to be a resort to it.
There has to be, but we have to first create atmosphere, create alternatives, and then move in that direction. This suggestion is coming. Many people are suggesting this also.
Well, I hope people mend their ways before that, and thank you so much for speaking so candidly to us. Thank you.